They won't believe that there's an algorithm. They won't believe that the market's literally being controlled to every smallest degree based on time, then price. Now, this has nothing to do with time. It's only what has happened already. And they wonder why they don't do well. But they're selling courses, they're selling services, they're selling signals. When their returns and their setups don't even yield or warrant anyone wanting to pay for it. The industry is rich with a lot of bullshit. And when you come to the conclusion that 99% of these fuckers have no idea what they're talking about, when you spend time with me and you see what really goes on and how price is really booked, it's shocking because you start thinking about how much time did I waste doing all this other shit? Like, it's liberating. And here's my final point on everyone else, because I know some of you are listening and you're pissed off and you're going to be trolling me going forward in the next couple of weeks or whatever, what I said tonight. That's fine. That motivates me. This whole discussion tonight was a response to someone that was talking shit about me in comments in somebody else's video about how monthly goals shouldn't be, utilized. Traders shouldn't do that. I'm like, really? And then I'm sitting here. I got a rant. I got to get it off my chest. So if anybody tells you that you shouldn't have a monthly goal, they're full of shit and they're a fucking clown. Okay. I'm going to show you this year how you can do this. 6% per month is absolutely doable, 100% doable. But you can't expect to be able to do that in month 1 to month, say, 9. I don't think that's realistic. Because while you might do it 1 or 2 months, what will happen is you'll think that you got your groove and then you really don't. Or you take the average trade setup that may or may not be a good setup, but you'll believe that it is, and you'll take the trade and you'll put it on, you'll put your stop loss on just like you're supposed to, and it'll stop you out. And you'll be annoyed by it. Like a rock in your shoe. Ugh, I can't stop walking, but this rock in my shoe is driving me nuts. That's what it's like when you have those types of little inconveniences. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. And when it's time and safe to do so, you stop, take your shoe off, let the rock fall out. When's that? On the weekend, when you can't do any more harm. There's logic to everything I'm telling you. If you're in drawdown right now, you stop. Don't make it worse. Even if you've blown your account last year or already so far this year, just stop. All of that shit's temporary. It's all fixed in very short time. 12 months is not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time. We went through last year. Look how fast we went through it. And I'm going to give you an experience this year that makes last year look like kindergarten. Because we're going to get out here and get our hands dirty in it. You're going to see what it feels like to be in there watching price real time. And you're going to see when the shit gets dirty and when it's good. And you're going to know when's it likely to hurt me? When's it likely for ICT to get it wrong? And when is it right for ICT to get it right? See, that's what you want to have, a mentor that can do that. You don't want to listen to these fucking clowns, okay, that are out there showing you, oh, this is what I trade I did here. Here, I think I took a trade somewhere in here. What? What? If you're going to sit down and do a video, okay, listen to me, folks. Okay, if you're doing YouTube videos and shit, you're running all this horse shit on YouTube. If I see another motherfucker go on YouTube and say, "Yeah, I did a trade. I think I took a trade anywhere somewhere," it's the same fucking day. You can't show me where you got in. Where's your price at? Where was your price? Where was your stop? Where was your target? Why the fuck can't you do that? Because these people don't trade. It's all bullshit. It's all fake. Okay. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing on Twitter. That's why I do the recordings. That's why you see me execute. That's why you see my entries, because I'm showing you over and over and over again the logic that you are wasting time right now in your mind thinking will be reversed. And you're like, oh shit, this stuff really does work, because he's engaging the marketplace exactly how he says. I'm not making shit up on the fly. It's the same shit all the time. All the time. It's the same thing repeating over and over again. It's going to have slight little variances to it. Over time, you will start to see them and recognize, oh, it's still the same thing. But these individuals that will tell you don't have monthly goals, they have no sustainability, no consistency, because they lack what it is that they're looking for all the time. Why? Because they're looking at fucking indicators. Indicators are always going to vary. Take, for instance, harmonic patterns. Okay. You want to trade the harmonic horseshoe crab. Okay. There isn't one that, but I'm being facetious because I can't stand this bullshit. And I wasted time and money on this stuff. Okay. Did I make money with it? Yes. Did I lose money with it? Yes. I found something better. I found the real market. All of that shit is nonsense. Nonsense. Cipher patterns, Gartley's, all that bullshit. You're worried about having all these ratios laid over top of your chart when you just simply look at the open, high, low, and close. What time is the fucking market trading right now? Okay, is it time to do something? All right, great. Was there a displacement? Have they taken the stops yet? Okay, where's the draw on liquidity? How fucking easy is that? How easy is that? That's fucking easy. That is so simple. But you're out here trying to figure out which fucking animal pattern, what ratio, what nonsense to lay over top of the price, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of ingenious entrapment, because here's what they've done with this bullshit. They're hiding price. And you're all out here fucking around, floundering, making a little bit of money here, because everybody once in a while wins at the casino. And they're all going to do what? They're going to pony up where they got it right. And then because of that, you get the online trade academy shit where supply and demand, this is the way the market works. No, it's not. Market profile, footprint, DOM. No, they're all gimmicks. Strip it down to a single candle or open, high, low, close bar. My eyes can't do very well with them anymore, but the open price, the high price, the low price, and the closing price, and time of day, day of week, what month of the year. All this shit matters. You honestly believe that these big fucking banks are putting billions of dollars on a fucking crab pattern? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You really believe? If you believe that shit, you just must have turn this off and stop doing trading, because I guarantee you're not making any money. You're not going to be consistently profitable. You believe nonsense. That's fairy tale shit. That's nonsense. They're not going to put billions of dollars behind some nonsensical horseshit harmonic pattern labeled after an animal pattern. Think, folks. Please just stop and think. Do you really believe that investment banks are going to do that? Do you think they're going to be buying fucking diagonal trend lines? You think they're doing that? They're not. They are not. That's the bullshit that they've thrown out to all of you and me when I first started. And we chase all that shit. And we lose our money and say, fuck it. You know, it's just too hard for me. And I'm just never going to do it. Because they know that's 90% what happens. And you don't ever really investigate the clues that they have hidden from you by doing everything fucking opposite to what these books tell you to do. It's alarming to see people still believing all of this retail shit. Even after the years I've been out here doing this and showing it and proving it. All these other students now making real money with it. But they'll still tell you you shouldn't have monthly goals. Why? What are they missing? What's missing from their approach that prevents them from seeing a consistent market return or percentage, or why they shouldn't even aspire to have one? They don't have a model that repeats. They have something that evolves constantly. They're always moving the goalpost. That's always morphing into something new. They're changing this and changing that. Sometimes they use a setting on their indicator for this. Oh, I'm a price action trader, but they're still looking at other shit once in a while, but they're not telling you. How do I know? Because these same people are in my fucking shit and they're big wigs on Twitter. But because they're my student, they have to divulge things to me and ask me, hey, look, what about this and what about that? And believe me, I've been surprised to see some of these big wigs out here that you see. And I'm not telling you their name because I'm not going to do that. But you would be fucking surprised. They don't know what they're doing. And they still wrestle even after proving this logic. They won't let go of this dumb shit that they hold on to because their image is rooted on that stuff. They don't want to just say, you know what? I've made money in this stuff. I've lost money in it. I found something better. I found the real market. I found what really drives price up and down. What holds price in consolidation? I have those answers. Me, the boring ICT 50-year-old dude that used to be a pizza delivery guy. I got all those answers. And like Willy Wonka, I'm giving out golden fucking tickets this year and it's for free. And you still are wrestling me. Dumb, dumb, fucking dumb, man. They don't want to let go of their image because if they admit they're wrong, guess what that means? I was right. And they won't do that. And to me, I think it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. I'm having such a wonderful time. Last year was fun. This is going to be fucking crazy this year because I'm going to make so many of you fucking monsters. You're literally going to change the way everything's going in your life. Just walk with me this year. I promise you, I fucking guarantee you, you are going to be a fucking savage. You're going to be able to walk in there and say, oh, yeah, it's going to go here, and this is where I should buy it. Done. Where's my stop at? It's going to be right there. I'm not opening it up. Once it's there, it's done. And I'm going to close it as the market moves in my favor or reverse it. And you're also going to look at the market and say, nope, I ain't touching it. It's bullshit. I ain't touching it. And you won't have any qualms about nothing. You'll just turn your charts off and go do what the fuck you want to do because you know, like today, it's shit show. That's what real traders do. That's what the real elite does. They're not out here fucking around with all this bullshit on their charts. They know exactly when they're going to do something, when they're not going to do something. How hard is that to understand? How hard is that to understand that if they are elites, they know exactly what you don't know, they know when to do it, and that's it. Nothing else. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else is a distraction, and it's something taking your attention away from the real moves. 6%. 6% is 1.5% per week. That is easy as hell. You can get that so easy. You don't have to do a lot. Your first year should be trying to control everyday trading. Everyday trading is a loser's recipe. You're going to get terrible results by doing that. Tomorrow, you should not be trading. That's your homework. But ICT, I want a demo. You failed. That's it. You failed. I'm telling you to not do something to test your discipline. And if you don't have discipline, you're forging it by doing this. You're creating something you lack right now. Discipline. Well, why don't you want us to trade tomorrow? I'm not trading tomorrow. Oh, because you're not doing it, we shouldn't do it. You're fucking right. What am I waiting for? Thursday is CPI. Every time I've publicly shown this year, no, I'm sorry, last year, I was dead wrong on where I thought CPI was going to go. I have to wait, just like you have to wait. The market's waiting for that. Thursday morning, it's going to be a lightning bolt, up or down. One, just like that, it goes 100 handles or so. And you're either going to get ruined if you're in it, or you're going to be shocked how fast it goes to where it goes. And then after that, we can go in there and start looking for liquidity and inefficiencies. And I think, the PM session on Thursday and Friday will be the next real opportunity. But you have to do what? Exercise personal responsibility and self-control, and not do what it is you think you should be doing, because it feels what? Counterintuitive, counterproductive. You're here to learn how to trade, so let me get in front of the market and do a trade. I should be doing that, ICT. No, you shouldn't. You don't need to be doing anything, because the market's primed to do what? Wait for the big news on Thursday. You honestly believe there's a lot of people squaring up positions to do something ahead of CPI? No. Think of it like FOMC rate announcements. The market moves around, yeah, but nobody's really establishing major positions ahead of that shit, because it can go all over the place. And many times do the very opposite of what you would expect based on the release or the rate announcement, or to whatever fundamental data they use. What's your multiplier? Because that's the number one thing. You have to have that. If you don't have a multiplier, you can't hit your percentage return. So what is your multiplier? Okay, close your eyes for a second. Not if you're driving. Think about the things that you've watched me engage and record entries on. Now, the entries may be similar to many other trades you've seen me enter on, but there is something that is always the same. I'm aiming for something. I'm either aiming for a fair value gap above where market price is if I'm buying. If it reaches up into that imbalance, that's where I'm unloading. Or if I'm bullish, I'm aiming for an old high or relative equal highs, something with buy side above it. I'm aiming for that, because that's where the market's going to gravitate to. Every single one of these traders that will tell you don't have a monthly goal, they don't trade that way. That's my big discovery from everybody that crows and says that garbage. They don't trade like that. Their whole model is based on the entry. And I'm going to show you this year in live streams. The fucking entry is the least important thing. I'm going to purposely get in trades already moving, because you're afraid right now. You're afraid of missing moves. And that's the least concern that you should have right now. There's so many fucking moves every single week. Every single week, there's so many opportunities for you to not have a fucking job. It's disgusting. But until I put your nose in front of it, hold you there against your will, kicking and screaming, and say, look at this, over and over again, then suddenly it's going to be like, oh shit, there it is. The whole time it's been there. And you're complaining, I don't know why it doesn't do this. And I don't know why, because you're making a mountain out of things that are not important. I'm taking your attention to the very things that matter right now. And you're asking me about fucking Eurodollar. You're asking me about dollar CAD. Those markets are not moving right now. There's nothing behind them right now. So I'm taking to a market that moves, because it's moving efficiently. When Forex starts moving around again, the same things that I'm teaching you to look and study with ES, because I'm trading that with real money, that will work in Forex. All of this shit is transferable to other asset classes. I'm not co-signing crypto. My students say so. I'll leave it at that. I'm not a believer of that. Okay. I don't want to be in crypto. But if you're a futures trader or a Forex trader, the things I'm teaching you, they're applicable to both. The only element that's different is the time aspect. Futures starts at 8:30, and Forex can start as early as 7. But ICT, I've watched you take trades before 8:30. Yes, because I'm not limited to what I'm teaching you as a model. You're all now just learning how to do these things. I've been doing this for 3 decades. So I'm a little bit more experienced. I codified these concepts. So I mean, they're mine. So it shouldn't be surprising for me to be able to do more than what you've been taught as an introduction to this. And that's all this has been, is an introduction. So it's normal for you to feel those tendencies to be frustrated and feel like you're not getting it, or it's not as easy as you hoped it would be. You should be thankful it's not fucking easy. That makes you superior. When you finally get this shit, it's going to be real hard for some of you young folks to not walk around and act like your shit doesn't stink, because that's exactly what it did to me. And you'll get humbled. Even being good, you'll get humbled. But 6% for the first year, that's your goal. 6% per month during the first year's development, that is your end year goal. So you should start your second year with 6% per month. And then you should move to 8% by 3 months into the second year. And then 10%. And I think you should live there for at least 6 to 9 months. 10%? Oh my goodness. I was watching some guy on what was I'm trying to think, Twitter. It was like a beef going on, and I was the real discussion about it all. But they were saying, "Oh yeah, you can't make 10%. It's unsustainable. 10%." Man, what the fuck? I have literally made 23, 22, and 21% just in the last couple of days per day, and you saw my executions. Hello. Yeah, 10% per month is a fucking comic strip. That's easy. That's literally easy as shit to do. It's not easy to do for someone to just walk through and took a casual stroll through YouTube on IC content. That's not realistic. Okay, so make sure you understand what I'm saying here. Year three, if you go through exactly how I'm showing you this year, 10% per month is absolutely doable. I don't give a fuck. I'll stand in front of the CFTC and say, "Yep, you can do that too." It can happen. It's easy. That part's easy. Why? Why is it easy? How can it possibly be obtainable? Number one, you have to know what you're looking for. What repeats every single day? Now, listen, if you've been eating Doritos and chips and you're watching some sports bullshit, okay, stop, because this is the part where it really starts to get good. What repeats every single day in the marketplace? Think. A rush for the market to go one direction or the other. Here's the wonderful thing. You can be dead fucking wrong at the beginning of the day on bias. Here's the secret. Listen, you can be dead fucking wrong on your bias every single day at 9:30. Who gives a shit? Flip a quarter. If it heads, okay, I'm going to be looking to go long. If it's tails, you're looking to go short. And then you wait. Wait that first 30 minutes and see what they do.